fighting out of San Jose, California, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
Today we're going to be looking at Daniel Cormier's stand-up game. For the heavyweight division, Daniel Cormier is very small. It's only about 5'10", so everyone he fights, their head is going to be above his own, which makes delivering power very difficult. You cannot deliver that straight punch the same way you could against a fighter at your own height or lower. It's very hard to get your weight coming in when coming upwards. So when Daniel delivers his straight right, you will often see a little arc to it. It's not quite the overhand, but he is putting a bit of an arc on it. It comes up over the opponent's shoulder and down. You'll see it repeatedly when he fights Stipe, up, down. Up and down. Slight arc over. It's not a huge change from a standard right hand, but it's a completely different punch. Most effective punch for Daniel is his overhand right. He throws his overhand right upwards with a downwards arc at the end. Comes up over his opponent's shoulder and lands on the head. Solid base, up over the top. One thing he loves to pair with the overhand right is his left hook coming back. The left hook's an excellent pairing off of the overhand right. Off the overhand right, Daniel loads his left leg, gets a solid base, drops, and then comes back up with that left hook. One of my favorite of Daniel's knockouts, you can see, comes over, comes back with that three, and drops him. Another key element to Daniel Cormier's striking is setting up the takedowns. Now the way he sets these up is by throwing his straight punches, getting his opponent to back up, stand tall, and then he shoots inside for that double. You can see this orchestrated beautifully against Josh Barnett in Strikeforce. Daniel will shoot the 1, 2, steps to his outside, slides in, scoops that single leg, gets to the high crotch, and dumps him on his head. Daniel Cormier often steps off to the right, off of his right hand, to set up that lead leg. Time and time again, you can see him take that left leg and either go for a trip of the far foot or grab that lead leg and just elevate and dump. He's dumped Josh Barnett, Alexander Gustafsson, and many more opponents. You can see against Roy Nelson, he grabs that single leg and goes for the far leg trip. Another way that Daniel Cormier evens out the height difference is that he often will grab a single collar tie. Just a one-handed Muay Thai clinch behind the head to pull the head of his opponent down and fire his shots from there. He will often use this single collar tie left side and throw uppercuts right side, throw overhand rights. It's one of the ways that he manages to deal with constantly fighting a taller fighter. The benefits of this single collar tie are twofold. Offensively, he manages to deliver more power by forcing the head of his opponent down while forcing up with his punches. And defensively, his opponent can no longer effectively strike while his head is being pulled down. Once your head has been snapped down, it's very difficult to try and use your hips or your shoulders to put weight into your punches. So your shoulders can't really rotate from there.